Hello students, in this video we are going to cover our next topic, that is revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. So which topic we are going to study? Revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. So what is the meaning of revaluation and reassessment? For assets we are doing revaluation and for liabilities we are doing reassessment. Revaluation means checking up the value of the assets again. Suppose last year value of machinery is 1 lakh and due to depreciation the value of machine will decrease. So right now suppose the rate of depreciation is 10%, so after depreciation value will be 90,000 as per straight line method. Suppose machine was costing 1 lakh and depreciation will be charged at the rate 10%. So after this was the balance of previous year. So at the beginning of this year what will be the value of the machine? That will be reduced by 10%. So 10,000 will be deducted, so remaining value will be 9,000. So this is revaluation, means again checking or setting up the value of the assets, that is revaluation. And reassessment means checking the liabilities, checking the amount of liability that right now after change in profit sharing ratio or whatever, what is the value of our liability which we have to pay. That means reassessment of liability. So under this topic we have to make a account that is called revaluation account. What we have to make? Revaluation account. So nature of this account is nominal. Nature of this account is nominal, and it is also called profit and loss adjustment account. It is also called profit and loss adjustment account. So what is revaluation account? Means a account in which revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities are made. An account in which revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities are made, or you can say in which revised value of assets and liabilities are recorded. Revised means changed values. So you can also say revaluation is an account in which revised value of assets and liabilities are recorded for ascertaining the profit or loss of the firm. So before further proceeding, we are going to look over the journal entries of revaluation account, that what is revaluation and how to pass the entries. So for that we are assuming the first condition. Suppose value of assets, if value of asset is reducing, if value of asset is decreasing or reducing anything. So assets, whenever asset decreasing, not reading. So suppose asset, take the example of machine as we have already taken it here, 1 lakh. So when asset decreases, it becomes debit or credit? So it is credited. Whenever asset reduces, it becomes onto the credit side. So what will be the entry? To machinery account, or in place of machinery whatever asset we have, that thing we need to do credit. And what account will become at the debit? Revaluation, because we are passing all the entries in terms of revaluation account. So this will be the entry when value of asset decreasing or reducing. So write the narration being the asset reduced or revalued. Okay, next thing, take the second condition, when value of assets increasing. Suppose the value of assets are increasing, so whenever asset increases it becomes debit. Whenever assets increase it becomes debit. So what entry you have to pass? Assets account debit to revaluation account. This will be your entry simply. Third narration being the asset revalued or increased. Third, when value of liabilities decreases. So we all know when liability decreases it becomes debit. When liability decreases it becomes debit. So what entry we have to pass? Liabilities account debit means whatever liability you have to write the name of that liability. So liabilities account debit to revaluation account, and the adjustment of narration also you have to write. Apart from this, suppose the fourth condition, when liability increases. So whenever liability increases, when liability increase it becomes credit. So at credit you have to write liability account, whatever liability you have, and at the debit side you have to debit the revaluation account. So the entry would be revaluation account debit to liabilities account, and the narration. Next one, when there is any unrecorded asset. When there is any unrecorded assets means, unrecorded asset means those assets which we don't have in our previous records but now we have to record them. Means those assets which we don't have in our previous records but now we have to record them. So if we have to record them, it means we can say that the value of asset is increasing again, and whenever asset increases it becomes debit. So you can write unrecorded asset means here you have to show the mention the name of the asset. So unrecorded assets account debit to revaluation account, and then narration. Next condition, when there is unrecorded liability. So it also means the same, liability is unrecorded, so this time we have to record it, and when we will record the liability will increase, and whenever liability increases it is a loss for the firm, so that's why you have to debit it. So just a minute. And whenever liability increases it comes on to the credit side, so unrecorded liability, we have to credit the unrecorded liabilities and debit what? Revaluation account, debit, and the narration. So I hope all these entries are clear, and after doing all these entries you have to do one entry for balancing them. What balancing means? Suppose I'm just taking the assumed figures. Suppose the first entry has an amount of 100 rupees, second entry has an amount of 200 rupees, third entry has an amount of 300, and so on. Fourth has 400, fifth has 500, sixth has 600. So we have passed all the entries. Now we have to check that revaluation is debited by what amount in all the entries, and revaluation is credited by what amount in all the entries. So look at the debit of revaluation. Revaluation account debit by 100. Here it is credit, so leave it. Debit we are checking this time. Here again it is debit, so debit by 400. 4 plus 1, 500 debit. Then again here it is debit by 6, so 5 plus 6, 1100. So we can say that revaluation account is debited by 1100. Revaluation account is debited by 1100. Now check the credit sides of the revaluation account. So in second entry revaluation is credited by 200, third 3, so 3 to 500. Fourth entry it is credited by 5, so 3 to 5 plus 5, 1000. It means revaluation is credited by 1000 rupee, debited by 1100, credited by 1000 rupee. So we can say, as we all know, that the debit and credit should be equal as per dual aspect. As per dual aspect, debit and credit should be equal. So what we are facing here कि credit has a shortage of 100 rupees. Credit has a shortage of 100 rupees. So what we will do, we will credit Revolution. We will again credit Revolution by 100 rupees. So let's see. Just a minute. So the entry which we have to pass is, what we have to do, Revolution we have to make credit. So to Revolution account, and at debit side, sorry, not debit, and at debit side we have to show partners, means the balance will be adjusted by partners capital account. In which ratio? So in old ratio, keep it in mind, being the profit or loss distributed. So Revolution is credit. What it means? It means that there is a loss of rupee 100. It means there is a loss of rupee 100. So I hope it is clear. Now we are just going to convert all these entry into ledger account. So how we will convert it? Let's have a look. So we have to make a format of Revolution account first. So it is the format of Revolution account. This one is debit side, credit side, normally T-shape account, particular amount, particular amount. So which account we are going to prepare? So we are going to prepare Revolution account. So in all the entry from beginning till last, in all the entry we have to look only Revolution word only. So let's see. In first account, in first entry, sorry, Revolution is debited by 100 rupee. Revolution is debited by 100. So you know journal to ledger, so I'm doing the same thing. So debit side 100 rupee by the name of machinery or asset account. Debit side 100 rupees by the name of machinery or asset, whatever we have. So this was what? Increase in asset. This was decrease in asset, when asset is decreasing. So you can say fall in asset or fall in value of asset. In second entry, what we have seen, Revolution is credited by 200. So we can do that thing that we should have to credit Revolution by 200, and at the by which account? By the name of asset account. So at credit side we can write 200 by asset. This asset means here when we will record it at the credit side, when the value of asset will increase. So rise in value of asset account, that is 200. You don't have to write this rise in value, you have to just show the name of particular asset account only. Don't write this fall in value and rise in value. This is only for understanding purpose. Second point, if you have a look at the third entry, so in third entry, Revolution again credit by 300. Revolution is credit. So at the credit side we will show 300 by the name of liability. At the credit side we have to show 300 by the name of liability. So by liability account. And liabilities comes at the credit whenever their value reduces. So fall in value of liability. Similarly in fourth entry, look at the fourth one. In fourth entry, Revolution is at debit by 400. So what we will do, at the debit side we will show 400 by the name of liability account. At the debit side we have to show 400 by the name of liabilities account. So to liabilities account. I hope it is clear. Moving to this, liability means rise in value of liability. When liability comes at the debit, whenever there is increase in value of liability or rise in value. Next point, moving towards the fifth entry, here again Revolution is credit. So at the credit side we have to show 500 by the name of unrecorded asset. So at the credit side we have to show 500 by the name of unrecorded assets. Same in last entry, not last, second last. In second last entry, Revolution is debited by 600. So at the debit side we will show 600 by the name of unrecorded liability or crediting account, you can say. So at the debit side you have to write 600 by the name of unrecorded liability account. I hope all these entries are clear. Now you have to just do the balance. What you have to do? You just have to do the balance. So this side 235 plus 5 1000, and this side 6 4 100,000 plus 1 1100. So 1100 minus 1000, so it comes 100. So this is our loss. What it is? It is our loss. And this you can write loss transferred to capital account, or simply loss also. And this loss will be distributed into the partners account, and whatever, suppose A and B are the partners, so divide it into the partners in their old ratio. Suppose it is equally, so in case of equal, 50-50 will be distributed. I hope it is clear. So this is the account of revaluation account, and journal entry we have already done. Apart from this, sometime question also says that not to pass the journal entry. Question says means that you have the data of revaluation account only, but question says that you have to pass an adjustment entry. What you have to pass? You have to pass an adjustment entry. So in that case, what you have to do? Let's see. And before that, you can use a shortcut method also. Can simply, revaluation is a nominal account, and we know nominal account has a rule: debit all expenses, credit all income. So if there is any expense or loss, that will be recorded at the debit side, and if there is any income of profit, that will be recorded at the credit side. So for this, you can easily understand it without journal entry also. If fall in value of asset, debit means here we have to record all losses and expenses, and credit means here we have to record all income and profit or gain. So fall in value of asset, fall in value, asset value of asset is falling, it means it is a loss, so that's why it is debit. Rise in value of liability, whenever liability increases, it is also treated as a expense or loss, so that's why it is debit. Unrecorded liability, if liability is unrecorded, it means we have to pay it now, so when we will pay it, it will also be a expense, so that's why it is at the debit side, and oppositely at the credit side. So now we are going to look at over the entries which we have to pass when question says that instead of journal entry you have to pass an adjustment entry or single entry. Question says that the data is given with related to revaluation account, but question will say you not to prepare revaluation account. What you have to do? Either you have to pass the adjustment or single entry, or question will say not to record the altered values, not to record the altered values. Altered or changed value means, altered value means whatever changes are occurred. Altered or changed value, question will say you not to record change value or altered value. So in that case, what you will have to do, let's see. So in that case, first means same thing which you have to do, which you are already doing in case of goodwill, and you have done a question of general reserve advertisement expense, means in which reserve and expenses are given to you, so you have to adjust them. So same adjustment you have to do in this case also. So for that, first you have to calculate the gain or sacrificing ratio. What you have to do? First you have to calculate gain or sacrifice, and then same concept you have to apply. Suppose in after preparing revaluation account, means which we have already done, if you are getting a profit, then profit will be adjusted into this ratio, or if you are getting loss, then still loss will also be adjusted in this same ratio. In case of profit, what will be the entry? Gain account debit to sacrifice, and same if there will be loss, then entry will be reverse, sacrifice account debit to gain, means sacrificing partner's capital account debit to gains partner, and in case of profit, gaining partner debit to sacrificing partner. Let's have an example. Let's have a look at question number 21. XYZ are partners, ratio 5:3, new ratio is 4:3, and following changes are occurred. What are the changes? These are the book value, means investment has a book value 22,000, but now it becomes 25. So there is a profit. Same in case of plant machinery, land building and all. So what question says, pause necessary adjustment entry to be made because of the above changes, means because of these changes you have to make an adjustment entry, or sometime question will say you to pass single entry also above changes. Okay, so however old value will continue in the books. And what question says old value will continue means we don't want to record these changes, sorry, we don't want to record these changes, we will still in this current year we will continue with these figures only, not with these revised figures. So in this question what you have to do, let's see. So first you have to record all the assets whatever you have. So first we have to write the value of assets, sorry, we have to write the name of assets whatever we have, then their book value whatever it is, then a revised value, then after that you have to record the changes whatever it occurred. So whatever assets we have, just write it here. First we have investment, then plant and machinery, then land and building, then outstanding expenses, then sundry debtors, and at last trade creditors. So these are the liabilities and assets which we have. Or instead of not, don't write asset, sorry, instead of asset write the items whatever we have, then write their book values, write their book value. So what are the book values they have? 22,000, 25,000, 40,000, 5,600, 60,000 and 70,000. After this just write their revised values also. So revised values are 25,000, 20,000, 50,000, 6,000, 50,000, 60,000. So these are the values which we have. So now what we have to do, we just have to look over the change. So investment are assets and value of asset are increasing, value of assets are increasing, so it is a profit for the firm. Similarly plant and machinery are also assets, but the value of plant and machinery are reducing. So whenever asset value of asset reduces, it is a loss for the firm. So we have to write 5,000 but in a negative form. Next, building, land and building. So land and building are asset and their value increases. So whenever asset increases, it becomes a profit. So write it in positive form. Next thing, outstanding expenses. So outstanding expenses are liabilities. First thing, that outstanding expenses are liabilities, and value of liability is increasing. Whenever liability increases, it is a loss for the firm. So how much loss we have this time? 400 only. Next thing, debtors are assets and the value of asset is reducing this time. So asset reduces, it means it is a loss, so you have to write it in a minus negative form. Next thing, creditors are liability, and whenever liability reduces, it is a profit for the firm, means firm don't have to pay it again, so that's why it is treated as a profit. So 10,000 is this amount. Now you have to do the total. So 10, 5, 15, 15,400 is the negative amount. 15,400 is the negative amount which we have, and in positive 10, 20, 23,000. Positively we have 23,000. So what is the difference? So 47,600. What is the difference? 7,600. Now we have to just adjust it in this ratio, either gain to sacrifice. So look at the value. This is a value in positive form. Positive form means it is a profit for the firm, and for profit what entry we have to pass? Gaining partners capital account debit to sacrificing partners capital account. So for that, first we have to calculate the ratio. We are calculating it here. So what was the old ratio? It was 532. New is 433. Old is 532 and new ratio sorry, XYZ, and new ratio of XYZ is 4:3:3. So just calculate the gain or sacrificing. So in case of X, 5/10 minus 4/10, so it will be 1/10. It means we have applied which formula? We had applied the formula of sacrificing ratio. And when we are applying the formula of sacrificing and answer is positive, it means partner is sacrificing. And if the answer will be negative form, it means our partner is gaining. So for Y, old ratio is 3/10 and new is also 3/10. So it means there is no change, no profit, no loss. In case of Z, old is 2/10 and new is 3/10, which means it is minus 1/10. And we had applied the formula of sacrificing and we are getting the answer in negative form. It means partner is gaining. After this, you just have to pass this entry, gaining partner debit to sacrifice. So who is gaining? Z, and who is sacrificing? X. So the entry will be Z's capital account debit to sacrificing. Who is sacrificing? X. So 2X capital account. This will be your entry in format of journal entry, being the profit of revolution adjusted. So what amount we have to show? So the total which we get is 7600, and what are their gaining or sacrificing ratio? It is 1/10. So divide 7600 into 1/10, it will be 760. So write it here, 760. I hope it is clear. So I hope you get it. Now we are just going to read all the questions of this topic so that you can do all these questions. So 21 we have already done it. Before 21 there was another question, that is 20. What was the question? Bhavya and Sakshi are partners in a firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 3:2. On 31st March their balance sheet is given. What you have to do? Partners have decided to change profit sharing ratio to 1:1. Old ratio was 3:2, new is 1:1 with immediate effect. For the purpose they decided that. So for change, when profit sharing ratio changes, they decide something. What they decide? That investment to be valued at 20,000. They decided that the value of investment would be 20,000. And what was the value of investment earlier? Earlier investment valued rupee 30,000. So this time value of investment is reducing, and whenever an asset reduces, it is a loss. So for this I already told you what entry you have to pass in case of revaluation account. Next, goodwill of the firm. So for goodwill we have to pass the entry, and that entry I already told you in the previous topics. In this topic, treatment of goodwill. So gaining partner debit to sacrificing, same concept we have to apply in this second point also. Third point, general reserve not to be distributed between the partners. This thing I already told you in question number 19. So you have to pass the entry for these 3 points, and what the question says, you are required to pass general entry. So and you have to show the workings means you have to show the calculation of ratio. Okay, so and you have to pass the entries. I hope you will do it easily. Moving towards the next question, that is question number 22. Ashish, Akash and Amit are partners sharing profit and losses equally. Balance sheet is given, and after this balance sheet, what are the other things given to you? Partner decided to share profits in the ratio of 2:2:1, means old ratio was 1:1 and new is 2:1. And what are the informations given to you? So these are the information. What you have to do? You have to pass the journal entry. So you have to pass the journal entry in terms of revaluation account only, and apart from revaluation there may be some other entries like goodwill in this previous question, general reserve, which I already told you in this topic. Next, if you will see this question carefully, creditors, general reserve, investment fluctuation fund, Bhavya capital. So there is no other thing. Sorry, for in this 20 question, if you will notice, there is investment fluctuation fund is also given, and whenever fund and investment both are given, you have to move to the previous questions, the concept which I told you for these question ki for reserve, investment, fluctuation reserve or fund is given, in value of investment is given, and their market value is also given. So what I told you in these all these topics, same thing you have to follow in this situation also. So you have to understand that I told you 5 or 6 conditions. So out of those 5 6, which condition lies here? So look at the condition carefully. Investment valued 30,000 and now it becomes 20, so there is a loss of 10,000. And for covering this loss, how much fund we have? We have 20,000. So out of 20 we can easily cover the 10,000. So remaining 10,000 we have to distribute into the partners. So I already told you the entry for this point also in question number 17, 18 and all. After this, goodwill, entry for goodwill also I told you, and for general reserve I told you the entry. So you don't have to do anything with this, you have to just pass the entry for all these 3 points only. So similarly in this question number 22 also you have to do the entry, like stock is reducing, so revaluation, machinery, land and building appreciated, provision you have to get. This is something different. Look at this point carefully. Provision is a liability. And provision you have to made 5% on debtors. So when you will create provision, when you will made provision, your liability will increase, and when liability increase, it is a loss for the firm. So then how to pass the entry, means in this case you have to apply the condition when liability increases. Next point, Akash was to carry out reconstruction of the firm at a remuneration of 10,000. Akash is doing the reconstitution means change in value of assets and liability. Just because of any purpose, like change in profit sharing ratio, which is the name of our chapter, or in case of admission of partner, retirement, death, dissolution. So in all these conditions, what we are doing, we are reconstituting our partnership firm. We are reconstitution means again framing the partnership deed. Formation of partnership deed helps again in reconstitution. So same thing you have to do in this cases also. So for reconstitution means for making the partnership agreement again, there is a charge comes of rupee 10,000, which is paid to Akash as a remuneration, means as a salary. So salary is an expense for the firm, and for expense you know what entry you have to pass, but you have to pass it with relation to revaluation. Only. So you have to just pass entries only related with these points, and if any other point in liability or asset side which we have to distribute. And for what entry we have to distribute, this thing I already told you in this topic, accounting treatment of reserve and accumulated profits. So we have seen that general reserve, profit and loss, credit, advertisement, suspense, we have to distribute all these things. Workman compensation